Dynamite Kiss, or in Korean, Kissa는 Kwenhi Heso, is a delightful and chaotic office romantic comedy that hinges on a single, audacious lie and the explosive chemistry it unleashes. The series masterfully blends the high-stakes tension of keeping a secret with the classic beats of an enemies-to-lovers story. The audacious lie, and the new job. The drama opens by introducing Go Da-rim, a resilient woman in her late 20s who's facing some pretty significant financial strain. She is desperate for a stable, high-paying job, so she sets her sights on the prestigious J-Life Baby Products Company, which is known for its excellent benefits and, honestly, a really competitive environment. However, the company's newest task force, the Mother TF team, specifically requires applicants to be married mothers, since they believe life experience is essential for developing successful baby and parenting products. Driven by desperation, Da-rim takes a monumental risk. She fabricates an entire married life, complete with a fictional husband, an imaginary child, and, well, a fake wedding ring. Her impeccable interview performance and genuine ideas actually land her the job. But her lie, yeah, it immediately puts her under enormous pressure. The meeting of opposites, Da-rim and Ji-hyeok. Da-rim is assigned to the Mother TF team, which is led by Gong Ji-hyeok. Ji-hyeok is the company's rising star. He's meticulous, intelligent, and a highly principled workaholic. His life is governed by schedules, facts, and logic. He's skeptical of emotions and strictly adheres to workplace boundaries, seeing his team members only as colleagues. From the start, the two clash. Da-rim's tendency to be impulsive and messy really contrasts sharply with Ji-hyeok's rigidity. He finds her methods disorganized while she finds his strictness, well, kind of infuriating. Paradoxically, her innovative and deeply empathetic ideas about parenting products often challenge his purely analytical approach, forcing him to grudgingly respect her professional capabilities. Ji-hyeok, believing she is a devoted wife and mother, treats her with a polite but distant professionalism, entirely unaware of the deception. So, here's where everything really blows up. The central inciting incident takes place during this, mandatory company retreat. After a long, pretty frustrating day of team-building exercises and a little too much celebratory drinking, Da-rim finds herself caught in a moment of vulnerability and confusion. Suddenly, in what the characters will later call a natural disaster, she and Ji-hyeok share this intense, totally unexpected kiss. The aftermath? Immediate and honestly devastating for Ji-hyeok. That single kiss just shatters his carefully constructed, orderly world. See, Ji-hyeok's a guy who truly believes in boundaries and ethics, so he's absolutely horrified to realize he's developed feelings for a woman he thinks is married. He's racked with guilt and confusion, desperately trying to suppress his undeniable attraction to Da-rim, which leads to some pretty hilarious attempts to either avoid her or act like way too hostile. Meanwhile, Da-rim is terrified that this incident is going to expose her massive secret. As Ji-hyeok tries to deal with these, totally illicit feelings, he starts paying closer attention to Da-rim's so-called married life. To throw him off the scent, Da-rim finds herself forced to, well, really elaborate on her lie. This means creating a fake husband. She ropes in her eccentric actor friend Choi Min-ho to play the part every now and then, leading to these absurd situations where Min-ho and Ji-hyeok awkwardly cross paths. And when she needs a day off, she goes so far as to dramatically pretend her imaginary child is sick. Hiding the husband in her tiny apartment becomes a whole thing, especially as late-night work and close collaboration with Ji-hyeok make it harder and harder to keep up the charade. The show uses all this tension for some serious comedic effect, with Da-rim constantly, and I mean constantly, narrowly escaping exposure, often thanks to Ji-hyeok's totally unintentional interference, or his persistent attempts to help her with her supposed family problems. The romance between Da-rim and Ji-hyeok only deepens, even with the big lie hanging over them. Ji-hyeok, unable to ignore his growing connection with her, starts to question his own, super strict moral code. He begins to see her true dedication and passion, falling for the real Da-rim, the hardworking, bright, and genuinely compassionate woman beneath the facade of the perfect wife. He realizes, eventually, that his feelings are just too strong to ignore, even if he still believes she's unavailable. But, of course, the truth finally comes out in a dramatic confrontation, usually triggered by an unexpected visit or maybe an anonymous tip. Ji-hyeok is, at first, furious and heartbroken. He feels deeply betrayed by the one person who managed to break through his emotional walls. The revelation threatens not just their personal relationship, but also Da-rim's entire career, since fabricating qualifications is, well, grounds for immediate termination. The latter part of the series really focuses on the fallout and, the path to forgiveness. Da-rim has to face up to the consequences of her actions, but the whole team, who've come to truly respect her for her genuine contributions, actually rallies around her. Ji-hyuk is forced to reconcile his feelings with his principles. He realizes that, sure, the lie was wrong, but it came from a place of desperation, and that the connection and love they share are, honestly, real. Usually Da-rim ends up resigning or maybe being temporarily suspended, but she's eventually rehired based solely on her talent, and in the end, the romance totally triumphs, as Ji-hyuk finally lets down his emotional guard and commits wholeheartedly to Da-rim. The series wraps up with the two of them as a genuine couple, navigating a relationship built on honesty and mutual respect, proving that sometimes a chaotic, explosive dynamite kiss is exactly what you need to blow up your old life and find real love.